MarsBands.com.
It was a Sunday morning, I called and said we have to talk. I felt his hands getting cold as we walked in the dark. I said I can't live this, I'm free. Too many things I want to be. I need to go.
Alright, first question, and this is the most important question. Why do you make music?
Because it's... wow. Why do I make music? I make music because I have this voice inside me that I need to get out. Like it's the only way for me to be myself completely. Really, it's I don't know. I feel disconnected to everything if I don't write, and if I don't know what I would do if I didn't do music. To be honest. I never thought of it that way. Why do I do music?
Well, you know, I mean, a lot of people make music, and a lot of people do it for the wrong reasons, or what I would consider the wrong reasons. You know, they do it for money or for fame or whatever, you know, but it's very intriguing to know what people's motivators are for why they make music.
Yeah, I can tell you that money has never been a drive for me, like, because I don't really, there's no money in the music industry if you don't want to sell yourself to major, so money is never a reason. I think if you're an artist of any kind, if you're a writer or a musician or a dancer or whatever, you have to love it so much, because it's, I mean, I love what I do, but it's a lot of hard work and it's a lot of rejection and everything, and if you don't love it so much that you can't imagine you're doing anything else, then it's not gonna work. So I think basically just for the reason that it's what I love to do, and it's who I am now. So.
At 19, you decided to leave home, leave your friends, all that, and go to London.
Yeah.
You say you do that because the music scene in Sweden isn't anywhere near what it is in London.
No.
I get that. But the part that I'm interested in is everything in between there. From how did you decide? I mean, was this something that you were planning for, you know, several years, that I'm gonna get up and go, or did you just wake up one morning and say, I'm gonna go?
Well, because I knew that I wanted to get away after I finished school, because I was always very uncomfortable where I grew up, and so I knew that when I can, I'm just gonna leave, because I don't want to be here anymore. But the fact that it was London, I got into music very late, but when I got into music, I knew that this is what I'm going to do. And London is like, it's the music capital in Europe, so if I didn't choose America or Canada or something else, then I knew that London is the place to be if you want to do music. Mm-hmm. So when I got into music, it was quite clear that I'm going to London afterwards.
So when you decided to go, did you take anybody with you?
No. Definitely not. That was the first thing I needed to do. I needed to leave everything behind. I needed to go alone, because I needed to be myself, and you can't be yourself around old friends, because they will always hold you back to the one that you always used to be. Mm-hmm. So I was all alone. Really.
Did you have any connections at all over in London?
No,
so
I didn't know it.
you just packed up and left and said, let's see what happens.
Yeah, it was weird, because I've always been very shy. Like I've always been I don't really take contact with people, but when I moved, I was forced to learn how to take contact with people, because I was all alone. And so I went there and I just started to go out and open mics and stuff, because I wanted to play, and I forced myself to go and say, hi, I'm Charlotte, I'm from Sweden. Can I play here tonight? I learned so much. It was hard, but it was amazing.
You said that you watched YouTube to learn the basics of singing, or that?
Yeah.
What's that about?
Well, because there are so many amazing vocal exercises and vocal lessons on the YouTube, and when I got into singing, I guess I was singing in a very bad way, because I ruined my voice all the time. So I couldn't afford to take vocal lessons, and so I just got on YouTube and I started to practice, and Then I downloaded, I'm not allowed to say that, like a lot of just vocal exercises and programs and all these things, and I just practiced, and that's how I learned, yeah.
Does music run in your family?
No, no one understands music at all.
Huh. So where do you think this came from for you?
I think that I wasn't into music at all when I was younger because my family wasn't into it. And so I was always very different from everyone around me that I grew up around. And so when I discovered music, I think it became my own thing. It became something that they don't have that and they can't take that away from me. So it just kind of became my secret place that no one really knew about. And that's why it meant so much to me, I think.
What was it that jumped out at you and said, hey, look, I'm music?
I can't remember exact like moments, but I know that I stumbled upon this song called Around Here by Counting Crows.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first song that I like really connected with. And I remember listening to it and I was just hypnotized by how he was singing about something that the way that I grew up, it wasn't really okay to think and feel, and you shouldn't like talk too much about your emotions. You should just keep going and focus on whatever you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was there and he was just opening his heart and he was singing about like struggle and things, but in such a beautiful way. And that really got me. And so I just started to listen to so many different songwriters and everything, and I was just hooked like the first moment, really.
I just noticed something. I can see myself in the mirror.
Ah, really?
Oh, I saw this red shirt and I was like, who's back there?
It's creepy.
Down, and I eat boys like you all the time. And haven't you heard? Once you rain my creepy words.